Hello, welcome. It's so good to have you here. This is an average day of my life in lockdown while working a 9-to-5 job and starting a business. So let's get into it. You know how they talk about the daily grind, the small steps, how it doesn't look sexy, but by being consistent and striving for your goal, no matter what, it gets you where you want to be. Well, that's what this video captures in a nutshell. It is me making those baby steps towards my goals, and I'm going to motivate you to do the same. Quoting High School Musical, we're all in this together. So the first thing I do when I wake up is I meditate, but I forgot to film this. I usually meditate for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then I make my bed, and I do this every day, even on weekends, because it's one small accomplishment and then your space just looks nice for the rest of the day. And I also drink a big glass of water, and I sip on water throughout my morning. Then I go to my makeshift gym / office / general hangout space, and I launch into a workout. I'm trying to teach myself how to do a pull-up. It is a struggle, but I'm enjoying the challenge, and I also do either a HIIT workout or I focus on my core. I'm still navigating how I like to work out my body, but it's a non-negotiable that 5 days a week for 45 minutes I start my day with intensive exercise. And I've also recently started going for a 10-minute run after my workout, but again, I forgot to film this. At this point, it's usually around 8 a.m. and I'm feeling super energetic, pumped up on endorphins, and good to go for the rest of the day. I head straight to the shower, and on this morning, I had to wash my hair, which is one of my least favorite things to do because I have so much of it and it takes up a lot of time. I was in a rush, so I tried to be quick. And every morning while I have a shower, I also listen to motivational talks, and they get me in such a positive headspace. I love it. That's honestly my secret for staying positive. Then it was time to jump back into the home office for another day of working at home. I try and start work at 8:30 every morning, but obviously it didn't happen today. I also like to pull out an affirmation card each morning, which helps to boost my mood, and I light a bunch of candles. You can also kind of see my vision boards in the background. I have 2 of these, and they're pictures of everything I want my life to look like in the next 5 years, along with all my goals written out. And I break these long-term goals down into what becomes my New Year's resolutions each year, so I'm making the steps to get there and putting them in action. I also like to put on some lo-fi music, which is my jam when I work, and this is what my space ends up looking like. Then I get into my day. I usually begin by catching up on all my emails, then I plan out how I want to spend my time and check if I have any meetings scheduled and if I need to prepare for these. I also like to write out my priorities, and while I'm doing all of this, I like to drink a large cup of tea. And then I meet with my team at around 9:30, where we check in with one another and we flag what we have on for the day, and it's just really nice to see them all. I work with some really great people, so I feel very lucky. At exactly 10 every morning, I run downstairs and grab breakfast. I've been really enjoying these cacao and coconut roti chunks, and I love topping them with strawberries, which is my favorite fruit, and honestly, it's so simple but so delicious. Then I run back upstairs. I'm usually pretty hungry at this point, so this is definitely one of the highlights of my morning. I munch on cereal while getting through my work. I usually try not to schedule meetings in the morning so I can get really focused and in the zone and just get the bulk of my work done. Then at 1:30 I head back downstairs. I forgot to show you, but I was wearing a casual sweater, casual workout leggings, and my koala slippers, so cozy. And I go out for a 45-minute walk during my lunch break. I forgot to film this. Then I come home and I quickly heat up some lunch, and I had some curry with vegan sausages and rice, and I've started getting into watching Hustle, which I just enjoy. So I do this for about 10 minutes before getting back into work. I finish my day normally at around 5 or 5:30 depending on how busy it gets, and on this day I was actually having really bad cramps and not feeling so great, so I curled up on the couch with a hot water bottle and watched the rest of the episode of Hustle. And for at least an hour after work every day, I like to just completely switch off. Whether this means going for a walk or having a bath, reading a good book, or being a bit sneaky like today and watching a show, I always make sure I take a decent break after my 9 to 5 job. Then I go downstairs and catch up with my mum and dad. I was meant to move to Sydney after returning from London, but I got stuck at the coast with my parents because of lockdown. Honestly though, it has been so nice to spend some quality time with them, and I'm trying to make the most of this. And tonight we had leftover curry, so I had more of this, but it's delicious. My dad loves to cook curries and they're so good. Then normally we eat dinner at the table and catch up, but recently we've been getting hooked on this series called Grace and Frankie, so we were a bit cheeky and we sat in my parents' cinema room. Yes, they have a fully decked cinema room, I can't believe it. And our dog came in. I love him so much and he's always so excited to see you, so I gave him lots of pats and I just chilled out. But then normally at around 7:30 p.m. it's time to go back upstairs and get into more work, my favorite kind of work. On a Sunday night I map out my week in advance, so every weeknight I have some things to get done for the business that usually falls into the category of brainstorming, writing or editing. My business is my YouTube channel. I love creating these films. I'm so excited for this next stage it's about to enter, and even though it means lots of hard work, it brings me so much joy. I work for a couple more hours until around 10 p.m. Then at this point I'm usually so tired and I just go straight to bed. And that's really all it is. I hope that you enjoyed my average day in the life, and I hope you keep working on your goals. Keep taking those steps. You have definitely got this. And I hope I see you in the next video. Bye!